Hi guys, welcome to the day 5 of learning Unreal Engine. I hope you are enjoying this series so far. You have learned basics of Unreal Engine, you have learned how to do lighting of the scene, you have learned how to create materials, and now we are going to learn how you can create a level in Unreal Engine, a cinematic level, something like this, which you can see on the screen. Okay, so we are going to recreate this. We are going to try to recreate this. This has take lot of efforts and time to create, but I'm going to show you the process. Maybe I will do something quickly and I will show you, but I'm going to show you the process of level design in Unreal Engine from start to finish in this day 5. And in last day 6 we are going to learn how you can create the renders and how you can do the render settings and improve the quality and create the movie render out of this. Okay, so let's just start now. I'm going to create a new level now. So let's just go to file, new level, and I'm going to start with a empty level here, and I'm just going to create. Okay, so now you can see here we have this empty level, and now we are going to start with the base lighting, and then we are going to just replace those lighting. So let's just start now. We are going to go to Windows. If you remember, we are going to go to environment light mixer and then just click on one by one on all the settings here, and now you have something like this. Okay, now let's just move all of this stuff above. Okay, so let's just do that as well in the Z. So let's just move this here. So let's just do maybe 10. Okay, or maybe 100. Yeah, this is nice. And now I'm going to create a landscape here, but before doing that I'm going to save my level. So let's just go to file, save all. Let's just name it to cinematic level. Okay, and now let's just create a landscape here. So in order to create a landscape, so we need a starting point. I'm going to create a landscape, just a basic landscape, so we can have a water surface there. So I'm going to go to here to landscape, and as soon as you do it, you can see this is the basic landscape. Now if you want to learn in detail about landscape, how you can create landscapes using Gaia and Unreal Engine by applying auto landscape materials, I have a already tutorial on that. You can check that out. I will leave the link in the description, or you can check out my recent videos. You will definitely find it there. Okay. So let's just go for the default settings. I'm not going to change anything here, and I'm just going to click on create here. So now you can see we have this landscape and we have a brush here, which is a sculpt brush. So what does this do exactly? So if I go upwards here, you can see I can sculpt my layer here. So if I just click and drag here, my left click, you can see we are getting this surface. Okay. So if you hold the shift key here, you will see it's going downwards here. Okay, great. So let's just start now. I'm going to add my what we say character here. So let's just go to add, import, add a feature or content pack, and just add the third person and just click on add to project. As soon as you do it, you will find a character folder. Just go to mannequin UE4, go to mesh, and just drag and drop the mannequin here. Okay, so you can see the mannequin is here. So we are going to start from here. We are going to set our camera here. Okay, because you need to define the camera in order to work. So let's just first define the camera here. I'm going to create a camera. So let's just quickly go here. Let's just click here, create camera here, cine camera actor. And as soon as you do it, you have created the camera. If I go here, you can see we have this camera here. Okay, great. Now let's just sculpt it from here, but before doing that, I'm going to do some camera settings. So I'm going to select my perspective and go to cinematic viewport, as I have told you, and let's just go to cine camera actor. Great. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to select my cine camera actor. I'm going to change it to DSLR. Okay, so you can see we get that wide view, and now I'm going to crop this view to 2:39 for that cinematic feeling. So you can see we have this cinematic view now, and I'm going to take the focal length to around maybe 17 or 18 because I want a wide view here. So you can see this is looking nice here. Okay, maybe 21. Okay, but let's just skip it here, 18. So this is nice. Now I'm going to move my mannequin here. So what I am planning a river here, something like that, a lake type of or a river type here, and I want some stones here like a cave. Okay, and background will be having some more. So as you saw in what I have created, we are going to replicate that only. Okay, so let's just go to our sculpting again. So landscape, and I'm going to take the sculpt, and you can decrease the strength as well. Okay, if you want. but I'm just going to hold the shift key and take this downward here, something like this. Okay, and then I'm going to take this upwards. Okay, so let's just go here and let's just take this upwards here, something like this. Okay, and something around like this. So you can see we have this surface here, and now you can see our character is inside. So let's just add a plane as well for the water. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my, let's say, modeling, or you can directly add the plane as well. So let's just add a plane here. Let's go to shape and add a plane. And now I'm going to just go to my selection, select this, and I'm going to press the R key and resize this. Okay, something like this. So I'm going to make it much bigger. So it is going to cover the whole landscape, something like this, or else you can type as well. So let's just go 100. And now I'm going to take this downwards here, something like this. So we can see the river, something around like this. And now I'm going to start painting, but for that I'm going to go to my cine camera actor and just pin this here, something like this. Okay, so we can now continue the river here. Go to landscape and just go to sculpt, hold the shift key and just take it here. Okay, something like this. And then I can do something like this as well. Okay, here as well. Okay, something like this. So you can see this is how it is looking, and I'm going to select this river again. Okay, and I'm going to move it here, something like this. Again, going to increase this to maybe 200. So you can say it covers till here. And if I go to my cine camera actor, you can see this is looking really good. Okay, now what I want to add, you can see we have just raised the surface. So I want to raise this surface as well, because I don't want to see this horizon line. So I'm going to go to landscape again, and I'm just going to sculpt here, something like this. Okay, till it is not seen my camera. So let's again go to our camera here, and you can see, yeah, this is looking nice. So we can do here as well. Okay, here, something like this. Okay, yeah, this is nice. So now I'm going to go to my selection again. This is ready. I'm going to add the river here, or material. So you can add it from the starter content as well, but I have loaded it from another project. If you want, I can provide it to you as well. So I will provide you guys, or you can have the starter content material as well, or you can have that lake which I have shown you as well. Okay, so you can use this water lake material as well. So you can see we are getting this result, but I have a water here. So here is the material. So I'm going to just drag and drop it here. So you can see we have this beautiful water material here, which I have done the settings and all that stuff. But now what I want to have a cave here. So I'm going to import some assets from the fab library. Okay, let's just go to content. Let's just click on fab, and I want some cliffs here which are huge. Okay, in order to create that feeling of what we say cliff here, we are going to add some huge rocks and all that stuff. So the water I'm using is from this dark ruins pack. So you can download it and add it to your content library as well if you want. But let's just search here for cliff. And now you can see we have this cliffs here, this huge rock piles here. You can see we have this massive sandstone cliff here as well. We have this quarry cliff here as well. So you can just define what exactly you want in your scene. Okay, and you can work like that. And if you want to see only free, you can just click on price and click on free here. Okay, just download and edit to your scene. Now let me show you how you can download and edit to your scene. So let's say we want this asset here, which is this. So what you can do, you can either go for medium quality, or you can go for high quality for the cinematic stuff, and just add it to your project. And as soon as I do it, it will start the download process. You can say it's downloading here. Okay, it's pretty quick, guys, so you don't need to worry that much. And it's imported here, you can see, and just drag and drop. And now you can see our scene is getting ready here. So I have done it here. I am going to take it inside like this, so you can see this as well. I can rotate it here if I want. And if I want to stop this, what we say, our angle snap, you can check this on. And now you can see we are getting this result. So this is looking nice, and we are trying to create a composition here. So let's just press the W key and let's just move it here, because I want to add one more. Okay, let's just do something like this. This is looking nice here. Okay, just take it inward, something like this. Yeah, this is good. And now I'm going to add more here, more stuff here. So I'm going to just move it somewhere around here, something like this. The river is flowing here. Okay. And now I'm going to add much more. So I have downloaded few. If you can see here, I have downloaded already some medium assets here. So it's up to you. If you want to have medium, you can go for that. If you want to high, you can go for that as well. Okay, but I have downloaded the medium quality, so I'm just going to add it here as well. And now you can see we have this rocks. So why I have done this, so let me just show you. Let's just quickly do the cave system here. I'm going to go outwards here. I'm just going to take the copy here as well. So I'm going to close this cave here from this side as well. So I'm going to press the E key and just going to go here, but make sure that your camera is pinned so you can check how this is looking, or else what you can do, you can split it to two views here. So just click here, just go to layouts and split to two pins. Okay, and make sure that your camera is here so you can see, and turn off the real time. Okay, so you can exactly see what you are doing here. Okay, so let me just select this. Okay, sorry, I selected my camera by mistake. So let's just select this and let's just move it backwards here. Okay, let me just see where is my camera. So I'm going to click on camera and here is my camera. So I want to close this from the behind. So you can do something like this and you can scale it lot more. Okay, let's go for 3 because I want to cover it from the behind as well. And you can see we have covered it from here. Now I'm going to cover it from here as well because I am not going to see it in my camera. So it doesn't matter. You can rotate and use the same object again and again. Only use the objects that you want to see in the camera, some high quality stuff. Now you can see we are getting this black here. Okay, we are not getting the proper shadow. So how you can do it? It's easy because it's a material, a two-sided material issue. Just click on the material instance. Okay, go downwards, click on the master material and just make sure that two-sided is turned on here and just save and your problem will be solved. That's it. It's really easy. Okay, so you can see it's solved now and you can see the result as well. Okay, now I'm going to close it from here as well. Okay, which is not going to be seen. And what you can do, you can rotate it something like this. So it's like a cave here. Okay, you can see here as well. Okay, you can see, so I can rotate it completely something like this here. I can take it like this. Okay, and then I'm going to move it upwards here. Okay, so you can see we are creating kind of a cave scene here. Okay, and for the close-ups, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use some assets that I have downloaded. So let me just do it quickly, and you need to take your timer guys in order to do this. So let's just take this and I'm going to close this out here, something like this. Okay, by rotating this and just moving it downward. Okay, you can see the result here as well. I'm going to move it here so you can see the result like this, and then you can play with what type of rock you want. Okay, I'm going to rotate it something like this, and then I'm going to move it downwards here so you can see I'm establishing my scene here. Okay, and you can see how this is going to look. So you can just press the E key. Okay, and let's just rotate it here. So now you guys can see this is the scene is building here. I can move it backwards here, something like this. And now I need to close this out as well. Okay, so what you can do, you can just take a duplicate here. You can see we are filling this in and you need to rotate it, play with the settings that you want. Okay, so you can do something like this as well, or rotate it completely, or do something like this. Okay, just fill out the cave as you want it to be. Okay, so you can do something like this. So you can see we are closing the cave here. Okay, and you need to do it till you close the cave, and you can use various assets for this as well. Okay, you can see we have this large Nordic cave as well. Okay, massive here, so we can use this as well. And you can see this is how it is going to look. You can rotate it here and then you can take it backwards here. Okay, so let me just do it quickly for you guys. So you can see now the scene is building really quickly here. So let's just go here as well, and I have this as well. Okay, so I'm going to use this as well here, and you can see we have this here and we can rotate it as well. So something like this, and I'm going to close this here as well. So you can see we are building the scene one by one here. Okay, so just do it. And if you see that it's clipping, you can rotate it something like this and take it backwards. So you can see our cave is building one by one. And then what you can do, you can take this and just take it upwards and make it massive, like 3 or 4. So it covers the whole cave here. Okay, so you can see we have covered this cave here, and you can play with the gizmos, the local rotation, axis and all that stuff. So let's just do here, click here. So now you can see this is how we are getting the result, and you can see we are closing the scene here. Okay, so you can see here as well. So let's just close this here. So you can see now we have closed it from here. Okay, then you can stretch it out as well. So let's just take a copy here as well. Okay, so you can see we are quickly closing the cave here. So you need to define where your light wants your light to come. So you can see our light is coming from here as well. So I'm going to close this as well. See, so you can see we have closed this now. Okay, and if I just go here, don't worry about this, we are going to fix it quickly. So now what you can do, you can play with the lighting by pressing the Control L key, and you can define where you want your light to come from. Okay, so you can see here we are getting our light from here. Okay, from the back, but I want it from the front, so you can play with that as well. Okay, now I'm going to close it from here as well. So you can see this is how our scene is looking right now. So let's just add more assets here. So let's just go here, let's just open, and you can see we have this rock, so we are going to use it afterwards. Let's just go to our rock ground. Okay, so we can use this as well, but we are going to use it later stage. And now let's just have this here. Okay, you can see we have this cliff here as well, and let's just move it downward. So you can see now we are building our scene here. Okay, so you can see, don't worry about the landscape material, we are going to change it in a bit as well. So let's just change our landscape material as well. Let's just hide the water plane, and you can download the surface here. So we are again going to go to Fab, and I am going to search here for what we say surface. So let's just type rock surface, and let's just press the enter key. Okay, and you can see now we have this material lock surface here, so we can use this as well. You can see this is looking something like this, and this is looking nice. We can use this as a surface for our base, and you can add it to the project. Okay, it's downloading here. Once this is downloaded, you need to replace it. So let's just wait for a bit. Okay, it's downloaded now. It's going to import, and now you cannot drag and drop it here. What you need to do, you need to select your landscape here, go downwards, and here you will find a landscape material. So just click here, and just click here. And now you can see you have this landscape material, but now you can see there is a tiling issue. So we can easily fix it. Just double click it here and just go to tiling, and let's just play with the tiling here, 0.3, and now you can see we are getting this result. So let's just go for 0.5. Okay, we need to see it from the camera, and don't worry about this because our water is going to come upwards. So let's just do 0.3. Okay, and I'm going to add lots of surface here. Okay, in order to give that detail, and now you can see this is looking nice. Okay, so you need to play it with, and you need to find the correct material. I have find a material here. So if I go to Fab, and if I go to here, you can see we have this 3D and this surface. So I have found this forest floor. Okay, and I'm going to use this. So it's up to you what you want to use here, and now you can see this is the result that I am getting. So it's totally up to you that what exactly you want to use here for this stuff here. Okay, so it's up to you guys. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue with this level building as well. So I'm going to just duplicate it here. So I'm just going to hold the Alt key, take it here as well. Okay, and I'm going to move it here. So something like this, it's going to cover. Okay, and I'm going to move it upwards here, and then I'm going to fill out this space here. Okay, so I'm going to fill out all the space that are available in the scene as well, and I'm going to close this as well. So I can move it here as well because I want to close this. So you can see this is already looking nice, but if you want to close it further, you can just rotate it and just take this upward here, something like this. And now you can see it's getting close, but do properly here, something like this here as well. Just rotate it here and just keep it here as well. So I'm going to close it from all the sides, and now you can see only the light source is from here, and now it's from here. So now what you can do, you can press the Control L key, and now you can decide the lighting, that how you want your lighting to be. So now you can see we are getting this lighting from the above. So you can play with this as well if you want it, or you don't want the light to come in. Okay, let's say you want but you don't want this, so you can disable this so you can see the result, or maybe you don't want this, so you can turn this off. Okay, so you need to play with this. So let me show you what I have done. Okay, because this is going to take a lot of time to do all this stuff. Okay, so but before going, I will show you that what exactly we have done. So now what I want a surface here which will continue here. Okay, so what I can do that as well. You can see there are lots of chaos stuff here. You can play with the camera angle as well, the what we say, the level as well. So I'm going to make this bigger, and I'm going to add stuff here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my Megascan, and I'm going to add some surface here. Okay, which surface? The road surface type of thing, so rock type of thing. So I'm going to go downwards here. I'm going to make this bigger, and let's just go to rocks here. Okay, rocks ground, and you can see we have this surface. So if I drag and drop it here, you can see we have this rock ground here. Okay, or else what you can do, you can also use the tundra rocky ground. Okay, so you can say it's looking something like this, and if I move it downward, you can see this is looking like this. Okay, so how you can download this, it's really easy. Again, just go to Fab, and here just search for ground. Okay, and just press enter, and again make sure that the price is on free. And now you can see as soon as I do it, you can see we have this granite rocky ground as well. You can see here, see. So you can use this as well if you want to use. Okay, so let's say let's just use this. I'm going to make it somewhat different. So let's just add it to our project, high quality. Okay, let's just delete this, or let's just combine both of them. Okay, so I'm just going to press the Control Z key. I'm going to use this as well with this, and I'm going to make this bigger. Don't make it much bigger, just take it around 2 or 3 as it is. So now you can see our color is not matching. So what we can do, we can match the color as well. Just double click it here. Okay, just not this, our material, sorry, just double click on the material and just play with the saturation here. Let's just decrease it, and now you can see it's matching somewhat here. And let's just play with the what we say base color tint, and just pick this tint here, and now you can see it's matching somewhat but not that much. And now just play with the values here till it's matching. Okay, let's just do something like this, and now you can increase or decrease the saturation. Yeah, this is looking nice. Let's just play with the brightness as well. We can reduce this. Okay, let's just play with the contrast, and now you can see it's almost same here. Okay, so we can combine both of them here, and now you can play with the color as well. Yeah, this is good. So let's just press OK. Let's just click on save. Let's just close this, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to go out here. Okay, let's just go again to our perspective. Okay, and let's just now use this. So I'm going to take this downward. Let's just click both of them. Let's just hold Alter and take one copy, rotate it, guys. Okay, just take, when you are taking copy, just make sure that it's in X and Y only. Okay, and just rotate it so it's not the same here. Okay, we can do something like this, move it upward. So now you can see it's the combination of both. Okay, don't worry about the lighting, we are going to do that as well. Okay, so let's just do something like this. Take this downwards. Okay, you need to play with the surface here because it's an uneven surface. Yeah, this is looking nice. We can take this as well, so you can see it's here. Okay, so we can do something like this for this as well. Yeah, this is nice. And then we can take this and take this upwards here. And then what you can do, you can create some stuff from here as well. So just click. So now just hold the Alter key. Okay, sorry, the landscape is getting copied, sorry. So just click on this 4. Okay, 1 2 3 2 3 and 4. Okay, and just hold the alter key and take a copy here as well. Now whenever you are taking copy, just try to rotate it, move it, scale it somewhat. Okay, rotate it here, something like this, and now you can see we are getting this surface here. Okay, so what I am doing, I'm basically just copying and pasting it, but according to my camera angle here. So now you can see our camera is here. Okay, so I'm going to hold alter, take one more copy, take it here, take it here, and take it downward. So now you can see we are building our scene here. Okay, if you want, you can use the nanite as well. So just take this upwards. Okay, don't worry about too much because this is an uneven surface. Just try to cover the whole area if you can. If you cannot, it's not an issue because we are going to add the water, and now you can see this is looking really good. Okay, so just play with this, the result that you want to achieve. Okay, so let's just go outwards here, let's just do it downwards here. Okay, something like this. And now what you can do, you can take all of them together, okay, randomly, and just move it forward. So let's just do something like this. So the whole chunk is basically getting selected, and now you can see we are getting this result here, and now you can see how quickly you can do it. Now there are lots of plugins that I use for this, which is a dash plugin, okay, which can do this really quickly here, and it's a really good plugin that I recommend you to use, but it's for a separate video. Right now we are going to just learn the basics here. Okay, and now if I just pin my camera here, we can see how this is going to look. So let's just pin our camera so we can see we don't go for extra surface here. Okay, so let's just select this, just randomly select so you can get some more variations. Okay, and let's just do this, and now I'm going to hold the alter key here. So now you can see we are getting this result here as well, and just move it downwards till you get the result. Just rotate it as well. Okay, something like this. So I am going to rotate this here. I'm going to make sure that it upwards it is there, and now I'm going to make it downwards. Okay, I'm going to basically place this, and then I'm going to select it randomly here and just make sure that it is covered here as well. Okay, something like this, and just select this. So just take this upwards here as well, and now you can see we are basically filling this area here. Okay, so this is looking nice. So take your time guys to create this stuff here. It is going to take some time to just duplicate and replicate it out. Okay, let's just do something like this, and let's just take all of them upwards, and let's just take two of them downwards here. Okay, let's just take this because I'm going to add the rocks as well. This is not going to affect that much. Okay, so let's just do a simple thing like this. Okay, let's just take this inwards or upwards, and let's just rotate it here. Okay, and then we can do it here and just take this downward. So you can see this is the result that we are getting here. Okay, and let's just cover this ground as well. Okay, inside this. So we are going to cover it here as well. Okay, you can see the result here as well. Just do it here, something like this. Take it upwards, and if you don't want to do this, you can create whole new as well if you want to do that. So you can just click here because you know that it is not going to be that much huge. Okay, that much difference. You can take it up to 3 as well, as I told you, and just take this downward. So now you can see the result as well, which we are getting here. Okay, something like this. So you can see now our scene is building. Okay, and here what you can do, you can take this as well. Okay, so let's just take this copy, and you can add lots of stuff. So now you can see this is getting better and better. Okay, we can do something like this so you can see the result, and let's just rotate it like this so you can see the scene is building steadily. Okay, so now you can see we are getting this view here. Okay, so you can take it till backward here as well, and now you can see we are getting this rock structure. This is looking really good, and I don't need to worry about that much because I'm going to cover this as well. You can take it backwards. Okay, something like this. So this is looking nice here. Yeah, I'm liking this result, and let's just add the um, unhide the plane now, and here you can see this is looking really beautiful. Okay, don't worry about this because now I'm going to cover this with our stones. But before doing that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to select all this once. Okay, this once, and just going to select, or what you can do, you can just take the plane downwards or upwards depending on the scene that you want. So now you can see we are getting this result here. This is looking really good. Okay, now if you feel that okay, this should be much more downward side. Okay, so what you can do, you can just go to your landscape now and just sculpt it out. So just make sure your the brush is downwards here and just do something like this. So now you can see our water is going to get covered here as well. So now you can see our surface, this is going downwards. Okay, so you can see the result here as well. And again, go to selection, select your plane, and now play with here the water part. So this is looking nice, and then you can take this downwards as well. So let's just do something like this. So you can see we are getting some really good results here. Okay, we can take this downward, we can select this and take this downward as well. And now I'm going to select the plane and move it downward till I get some really good result. Yeah, this is nice. Okay, then you can, if you don't want to use it, you can delete as well. So this is looking nice. We are getting the stones effect as well, and you can move somewhat upwards, somewhat downwards depending on the result that you want. You can rotate it as well. Okay, but you need to spend certain time here in order to achieve a realistic result. Now I'm going to add the rocks the same way I've downloaded it from the fab here. So let me just go to here, and you can see we have this rocks, and I'm going to cover it here. Okay, I'm going to go here, I'm going to make this downwards, then I'm going to go to content drawer. I have this rocks, I'm going to cover this as well, this path as well, so it feels like it's a rocky surface and you need to use this in order to reach there. Okay, something like that. And then you can move it like two as well, as I told you. Okay, and we can see this tundra is here. Okay, that cliff, so I can move it here. So now you can see our scene is building steadily. So now I can take a copy here, I can rotate it something like this, and you can see the result here. Okay, so press the Ctrl Z key, just take it inwards here, something like this. You can take it backwards, you can see the sun is building here. This is looking really good. Okay, then what you can do, you can take one more copy and take it backwards here as well. Okay, something like this, and rotate it like this. Okay, like the cliffs are going backwards and there is a scene building. So you can see this is looking already good. Okay, and then what you can do, you can cover this with more rocks as well. So let's just go here, let's just take this, and I'm going to close this path as well. So this is going to look like okay, there is something going on here. Okay, let's just do something like this, and you can see this scene is looking better. And then I'm going to copy this as well. Okay, just take it backwards here, and I'm going to make it bigger like 2 or 3, so it blocks the path. So I don't want it to see in the camera here. So let's just do something like this here as well, and we are going to take this here as well. So you can see we are basically blocking our path here, we don't want to see it. So let's just go to our camera now, and you can see our scene is looking something like this. We can hide our character, and now you can see, and now you can manually place them as you want them to be. Okay, so you can take them upwards, you can make them bigger, you can rotate them something like this. Okay, to block the way entirely. So you can do something like this, take a copy here as well. Now you can see it's closed basically. So this is looking like a cave or something like that. Okay, now the funny thing is that it is feeling like a copy here. Okay, so I'm going to move it somewhere over here, or you can make it bigger somewhat, like 3.3. Okay, so you can see it feels like there is some cliff. Okay, so this is looking good. Now you can play with the lighting again as well. Okay, so let's just save this and let's just do the lighting quickly, and I'm going to show you some color grading as well. So I'm going to delete this lighting here. Okay, and I'm going to move all of this into one layer here. So I'm going to select this. Okay, I have shown you how to select all the stuff here, so it's really easy to do. And let's just create a folder, and let's just name it to assets. Okay, so this is done, and if I go to unlit, now I can see our assets are in one layer. You can see this here. Okay, so that's a good thing. Great. And now what I'm going to do, I am going to delete my skylight and volumetric, and we are going to use the HDRI system. But first, as usual, if you have learned in the lighting, it's really easy. So I'm now going to go quickly here. So let's just go to our visual effects. Let's just add a post process volume here. Let's just search for infinite. Let's just turn this on. Okay, if you remember, then we are going to go downwards here, if you remember. So now we need to use this auto exposure, and let's just lock it to 10 by 10 for the starting point. Now I want a overcast weather, so I'm going to use that way the lighting system as well. So let's just go to lights. Let's just add a HDRI backdrop. Let's just take it downward here, something like this. I'm going to go out my camera here. I'm going to make sure that it's downwards. So I'm going to increase my camera speed. But before doing that, if you remember what we need to do, we need to make this a lot bigger. So let's just go for 15,000. And now you can see it's way too big. So that's a good thing. Let's just move our projection center downwards here. Okay. So let's just do that as well. And I'm going to use camera projection. And now you can see it's looking good. So let's just go to our cine camera actor. Yeah, this is nice. And let's just go to lit. And now you can see it's black. So why it's black? If you remember, we need to increase the intensity here. So let's just go for 300. Now you can see we are getting that light somewhat. Let's just go to skylight. Let's just increase the cube map resolution to 2048. Okay, let's just increase the intensity to, let's say, 150. And now you can see we are getting this water as well. Okay, let's just go to lit and show, and let's just turn off this wireframe here. Okay, so where is our wireframe? Great. Let's just close this. And now you need to replace the HDRI as well. So I have one HDRI which I'm going to replace it here. I have downloaded it from HDRI Heaven. I have shown you how to do that as well. So here is our HDRI. I'm going to use this. Okay, you need to take time with your lighting. As I told you from the starting, it is not going to look good, but you need to work on it. As I have told you, you can see this is looking good. Just switch to specified cube map and do this, and yeah, this is looking much better here. Let's just now increase our HDRI from 300 to maybe 600. Okay, maybe 300. Let's just now go to post process, and if you remember, we need to play with our local exposure now. So let's just go downwards, and if you remember, we need to turn our highlight, shadow, and detail strength and mid-grace bias and take this to 1. Okay, let's just go upwards and let's just decrease the shadow strength, and now you can see. So now we are getting there. See. Okay, so let's just do 0.5 here. This is looking good. Okay, let's just take the detail strength to 1.3, and now you can see the details are popping out as well. And now we can play with our HDRI. We can add the sun as well. So let's just add a sun. Let's just go to light, directional light. Okay, let's just increase this first. So we are going to go to directional light here. Go take it to movable. Let's just do maybe 300. Yeah, this is looking good. You can see the result as well. This is looking much better. Okay, but I am going to do lighting something like this, because it's over. Yeah, this is looking nice, and I'm going to increase here. So let's just go to directional light. Let's just do 200. Yeah, this is better. And let's just increase the source angle to maybe 100, so we get that soft fall off. Let's just maybe do 30. Yeah, this is nice. So now I'm going to add the volumetric fog as well. So let's just click here. Let's just go to visual effects and add the exponential height fog, and here we are going to turn on what we say volumetric fog. Okay, as soon as you do it, you cannot see there is much difference because we need to increase the fog density. So if I take it to 0.1, you can see it's adding here. Okay, so let's just take it to 0.3, and now you can see we have this foggy result here. So let's just do 0.15. Yeah, this is much better here actually. Okay, and then you need to play with the albedo. If I told you, if you remember, I have told you to play with the distance as well. So you can see the distance result here. Okay, start distance. So how much you want the fog to start. So let's just keep it to 0 only. Okay, and you can play with the albedo color now. So you can see the result. Okay, let's just do something like this. Yeah, this is much better. And here, if you want to increase, just go to directional light and just increase in your volumetric scattering, if you remember. Okay, so if I take this to 3, you can see we are getting this result. And now you can play with the HDRI rotation as well. So what I can do, I can rotate the HDRI in the Z axis, so you can see the result here as well. Okay, so you can see this is looking much better here. So you can play with the rotation as well, what you want to rotate, how you want to rotate the lighting to be. So now let's say you want to go for this thing, okay, but it is feeling too light here. So yeah, I can go to my directional light as well, I can play with my light color as well. Okay, so now you can see we are getting there. Okay, now go to post process, and I'm going to do some color grading as well. So if you remember, you need to go downward here and just play with the temperature. So just turn this on, take this to color temperature, and now you can feel the temperature here as well. Then if you remember, we need to go to midtones, gain, and just play here. So I've already taught you all of this stuff in the beginner series, so you can play with all this stuff. So now you can say this is looking nice. Okay, and then what you can do to take it further, you can just go to exponential height fog and change the color of this as well according to the scene. See, so this is looking nice. Okay, yeah, this feels good. So let's just press the OK key, let's just press the G key, and now you can see this is looking really beautiful. Okay, you can increase the directional indirect lighting as well. So if I take this to 5, you can see it's much more here. Okay, then you can play with the position as well by pressing the Control L key. Okay, so you can see the lighting here that is coming. Okay, if you want to close it, you can close it as well. If you want to go downwards or upwards, because you need to match your sun, you can see we are getting this result here. And you can increase the exponential height fog as well. So if I take this to point, let's say 2, you can see we have covered this whole. Okay, so you can do that as well. Then you can play with the fog height fall off, so how much you want the fall off of the fog to be. And you can move this cliffs backwards. Okay, it's not this and this, so it feels like that they are back here. Okay, something like this. See, so this is looking nice. And then you can resize them as well if you want to resize them. So let's just take this to 3. Okay, now you can go out of the camera, go upwards, go backwards, and do something like this, so you can feel they are far away. Okay, same for this, let's just do 2. Okay, same for this, let's just do 2 here as well. Okay, so it will take some time to learn, but it's really easy once you get the hang of this, the gist of this. Okay, it's really easy to do. Now you can see this is looking much better here. So it really feels like a scene has come alive. Okay, so you can press the E key and do something like this, and this is looking really good. Okay, you can take this downwards here, something like this. Maybe you don't need this, so maybe you can move it much more further, something like this. So it just feels like that, okay, there is something going on. Okay, so we can move this also backwards. Okay, not that much, maybe this much. Yeah, and let's just do something like this. So this feels really good. Now the scenes is coming alive. So now you can see this is looking much better here. Okay, now let's just improve the quality here. You can play with the lighting more if you want to do that as well, but let's just play with the quality now. So now what we are going to do, we are going to make sure that we don't have this bloom, we need a convolution bloom. Okay, it's better, just understand that there's a better for cinematic result. Okay, right now we can go downwards, we can add somewhat chromatic abbreviation. Don't do it too much like this, but just do somewhat like 0.1. Yeah, this is feeling better. Then just go downwards here. You can take the detail strength to 1.4 as well if you want, but I think 1.3 is good. Okay, then you can play with the mid-grace bias as well. So you can see this is a bright scene, but I'm going to keep it to 1. Okay, to maintain that look. And then I'm going to add a vignette here as well, around 0.5. Yeah, this is nice. Okay, so you can see we can add some sharpen as well around 0.3, so we get that sharp result. Okay, you can take it much more higher if you want. So let's just do like this, and let's just now play with the quality here. So I'm going to make sure that this is turned on. Now I want my lighting quality to be much better, so I'm going to take this to 4 and scene detail to 4 as well. Okay, let's just take the finer gather quality to 5, so we get some really good results. This is feeling nice. And let's just take the reflections as well to lumen. Let's just take the quality reflection to 4. And let's just turn on this high quality translucency, and let's just make sure that we have the reflection bounds as well to 3 and refractions bounds as well to 3. Now if you want, you can use the screen space reflections as well. Okay, if you want you can, but it's not compulsory. And if you want, you can use the ray tracing here as well, but it is not going to affect that much. And now if you want to change the color of the what we say the water, you can do that as well. Okay, from by double clicking this, and you can do that as well, but I'm not going to do it now. It's looking really good here. Okay, now let's just take a screenshot to see how this is going to look. So what you can do, you can just go here, make sure that screen percentage is around 140 or 150. So I'm going to take this to 150. It is going to increase the quality as well, but it is going to increase what we say our resource as well. Let's just add some depth of field. So just select this camera, go to your focus settings, make sure that it is set to manual. Just pick a focal point. Let's say we want to pick this. Okay, make sure that draw debug focus plane is on, so you can see this pink color. So it defines that how much you want the focus to be. So if I do something like this, it is going to focus here, and then you can play with the aperture as well to get some really good depth of it. So if I do 1.2, it is going to look good, but right now it is not because this is a wide lens. Okay, so let's just take a duplicate of this camera and let me show you the depth of field result. Okay, so if I go here, but if I'm going to take my focal length ahead, so basically 50 is between prime lens, above 50 it is a zoom lens like 80, 90, something like this. So if I take 80, you can see the result here, and if I move backwards here, you can see, okay, I'm going to reduce my camera speed here, so I can see the result here as well. I'm going to zoom in here, so you can see the result, and then I'm going to click here. So this is now my focal point. So you can see we are getting some really beautiful depth of field here. So if you want something here, something like this, like going here, okay, let's just go here quickly. So let's just do something like this. Okay, you can take this downwards. Yeah, this is a ground shot, and let's just click here. So we have this in focus, and now you can see. So if I take this to 3, you can see we can see the objects after that. But if I take it to 1, you can see we are getting this depth of field, but make sure it's around 1.2. Okay, and as soon as you increase this more, you will have much more depth of field here. So you can see this result. This is a really nice result. Okay, and this is our without depth of field result. So both are nice. Now just press the F11 key, so you are into full screen mode. Make sure that screen percentage is set around 150. Okay, and now just take a screenshot here. So just click here. Okay, just go to high resolution screenshot. I've taught you before, and just click on capture. And now if I go here, you can see this result. So we have quickly created it. I haven't spent much time on this, but you can see how good the result is, really looking nice. Okay, you can swap the HDRI as well if you want. So let me show you quickly what I have created. But before doing that, let's just quickly go to our what we say our close-up shot as well. And let me just show you that as well. So this is our first, and this is our second. So you can see this is looking really good. Okay, then you can add certain more light sources, like what we say the torch as well. So you have another light source here. Okay, you can do lots of stuff here. So let me just go back and let me quickly show you. I have done this only. Okay, let me just save this level, and let me just open the beginner level. Okay, let's just save selected, and you can see this is the result. Let me just hide the lighting that I have created. Okay, so this is the lighting that I have done. It's basically the normal lighting that we use. Okay, or else what you can use this lighting which I have created here as well. So if I go to my cine camera actor, you can see it's overexposed basically. Now why it is like this? Because I am not using what we say the post process. I was using the different HDRI before, so I then did this lighting. So I'm not going to combine this. Okay, never keep two exponential height fogs and all that, but just I'm going to show you. So this is the final result that I wanted. Okay, so you can do the same. This is without HDRI. Okay, you can see there is no HDRI here. I am directly using the lighting that Unreal Engine provides. And now you can see I can rotate my sun as well and all that stuff, directional light. Okay, So let me just delete this here as well. And now you can see this is my directional light. So if I turn on or off, you can see the result here as well. Okay. So this is my lighting, and these are all the assets that I am using here. Okay. So let me just show you quickly. So if I go upwards here, you can see I have done this here. So this is the same process. I have rotated some cliffs as well. And if you go inwards, it's like this only. Okay. And it's really simple, guys. Just you need to understand that how you can do the level design and how you can do all this stuff. So if I take my cine camera actor and duplicate it, okay, and if I want a close-up shot, it's really easy for me to do now. I just need to do this. Let's go for 120, and now you can see we get this result. Okay, so I can have this water in focus, this in focus, and now you can see this is looking beautiful. Okay, the water is really feeling good. So now you can see the lighting that it is coming. So you can quickly do this. Okay, and if I want to shift my focus or go more downward, just decrease the camera speed, and you can go downward as well. Okay, something like this, and I can change my focus here as well. So now you can see this is looking much better. Okay, so this is how easy it is, guys, to create cinematic levels in Unreal Engine. Just you need to focus on what you need to do, how you need to work. Okay, if you find that okay, I want my focus here instead of there, you can do that as well, but have some depth, so it is going to look good. Now you can see this is looking much better. Okay, so you can do that as well. If I want to focus on this, I can do that as well, and you can see we are getting this depth of field here and here. Okay, if I want to move further, I can select this as well, and now we can see we are getting the depth of field. Okay, so it's really easy, guys, to create level designs in Unreal Engine. If you want to see another level designs like exterior city, I have the video on that as well, but this is just a beginner series that I wanted to teach, so you can show to the community that what you have created, and this is going to look really good. So this is the first shot, and that was the second shot, that close-up shot. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this fifth video. In next video, in day 6, we are going to learn how you can do cinematic camera animation, and you can render it out high quality with movie render cube. So stay tuned for the day 6. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. If you are liking this series, please leave that comment. It will encourage me to create much more free stuff for you guys. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. If you like this video, share it with your friends who wants to learn Unreal Engine. Okay, and leave that like. I will see you next time. Bye bye, guys.